A lot of you probably noticed this before, but we actually have a bug with our validation. You can see if we make this number very large, for example 10,000, it is not going to validate this. It's going to say it is valid, which is obviously incorrect. This means we're not correctly passing in the minimum and maximum to the validator function. Unsurprisingly, this code that is buggy is the code we didn't write a test for, further emphasizing the need to write tests for everything, which would have saved us a lot of time. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and fix this, and the first thing I'm going to do is open the console to demonstrate what the problem is. I'm going to head back to my validations in here, and the bug is going to be related to this patient function, so let's go ahead and find that patient function, validate patient down here. And the bug is related to this validate measurement function. We're passing in the value, which is the patient's weight, which is correct, and we're passing in the constraints here. If we go ahead and have a look at that function, validate measurement, it's up here. It's expecting the second argument to have a minimum and a maximum, and we're passing in the constraints object, which actually has kilograms and pounds. What we need to be doing is specifying which of these measurements we would like to be using. So that's how we're going to fix that bug. If we jump down to here and see where it's called, it means we have to call either kilograms or pounds here. So we need to figure out which one we're currently using. If we were just going to go ahead and hard code this to test it out, it should be working. Let's go ahead and see if that one works. Jump back here. I'm actually going to close the console. I don't think we need this anymore. And if I type this in here, we are getting the correct validation. It's saying must be between 30 and 200. And that's because we're passing in the correct value now. So let's go ahead and make this a bit more dynamic to work with kilograms and pounds. First thing I'm going to do is head back to my app, and we're going to add a vModel to this select. We'd like to make this either kilograms or pounds. So let's go ahead and use vModel on this, and we're just going to pass in patient.weight.units, and that's what we're going to be binding to. And I've set it to be kilograms by default, which is down here. Now that we've done that, we should be able to access that in our validation code. So I'm going to head back to my validation code, and we're going to replace this one here with a dynamic key, and this is going to be patient.weight.units. And if we've done everything correctly, this should now hopefully be working. Let's save it off and try it out. So at the moment, this is valid. We have 100 kilograms. If we make this 30, it is still going to be valid. But if we change it to be pounds, it should become invalid. And that is working correctly. 66 is the minimum for pounds. If I go ahead and update this one, that is going to become valid. If I make it 440 or 441, that's obviously going to be invalid for both kilograms and for pounds. So everything is now working correctly. What we're going to do later on is write a test to make sure this is going to continue working and not become a buggy mess. However, I'm going to leave that as an exercise for now. You can try and do it and check the solution, which we're going to cover later on. But the next thing we're going to cover here is the final validation, which is going to be adding a submit button here. And we're going to enable and disable that depending on the status of the other inputs.